Hello, welcome to another channeled message. This is my first time seeing you, then just know that this message is definitely for you. My account is very small, so if you got this in your feed, just know that my intention is for this message to reach whoever is meant to help provide healing guidance for your path forward on your journey. I don't know about you, but the energy has felt very, it's like the last bit of the cocoon is being ripped open. And like, if you can think of the visual, it's like the last bit of parts that stick together before creating an opening for your new path forward. So things might be coming back again, lessons coming back again, to see where you truly stand. And it's a reflective time. We got 10. Psyche. I'm using this. 10 Psyche. And you can see in this how she holds the butterflies in the bowl, and it's like you're carrying that new chapter in your light. It's like the spirit of the transformed caterpillar. It's the butterfly in there, and it's carrying the essence and the soul of what makes it a butterfly in its heart center, as it's going to make this journey onward into a new chapter into your life. And it's trying to figure out which bits of your previous life you're bringing forward into your next life, and seeing like what functions still carry through. And that's how I'm like envisioning with these butterflies in the globe, the essence of like what you want. Everything else got burned away, transmuted, and now we're just carrying the essentials that we want to bring forward and seeing where we want to go with it. And you might be at a spot where you truly have to like decide for yourself like what and how you want to carry yourself onward. And 10s are usually signifying the completions of cycles and the journey. Yeah, so like the first line of this says, nobody runs into the arms of change with mad passionate delight, yelling pick me, and yet without change there is no growth. And since no growth comes from comfort, you might as well get used to being uncomfortable. The caterpillar has a complete meltdown, literally, inside its chrysalis. Did I not, like, before I even pulled the card out, the spirit is strong in this one. The cells of that mushy substance known as imago cells are no longer caterpillar cells, but they are not yet butterfly cells. You might say imago cells represent a third creature, one that doesn't know what it is yet, one that is unbecoming and becoming at the same time, carrying the imago of what might yet be when it emerges. A witch must get comfortable in her chrysalis and make friends with not knowing. This is the only place where her new wings are grown, along with the new image of what she can be in the world. It's okay to not know. In fact, it's glorious. Embrace the mushy mess of cells your current reality has gifted you. Somewhere between unbecoming and becoming, your wings are growing, and the imago containing who you can be is embracing its color, radiance, and vitality. Took the words out to my mouth. Yeah, so what I was seeing in my mind's eye is the cocoon, like before it can open and release into the new chapter, there's like these like the last bits of the cocoon that are strong, and you're in this phase where you're like picking what you want to carry along with you into your new journey, and it takes some time. So I'm using tarot now. clarification for the collective. Present energy state. Page of Cups. Look how beautiful that is. You have the essence, the spark of inspiration of who you want to become and how you want to move forward in this world. And confirmation bird. And you're holding it, and you're in the phase of, can I carry this? Can this carry me onward? Can this spark of inspiration, it's like the cups are all about emotional, like the emotional elements of yourself. And the Page of Cups is before the Knight of Cups, is before the Queen of Cups, before the King of Cups. And it's like you're allowing that spark of emotional inspiration come into your life and carry you onward into your new journey. You're letting it act as a guidepost, and it's not a lot and it's not super clear, but it's just enough. Like it's just enough. It's just barely, because the pages are like, they just barely are starting their journey. And you carry that with you, and it has to be enough. You know, you're in a phase now where it's not going to be smack in your face, super clear of what you're supposed to do. You just got to like allow that spark, that little bit to keep you going. And you're not supposed to know. It's not supposed to be clear. You just have to continue to act on that spark and continue to release on what is not a part of the journey. And that's all you can do really in this phase, is to just continue to take those small or large actions toward the path of your desires. And because it's a transformative time, lots of times in life you will get lessons come back, and you know, a lot of temptingly comfortable lessons of convenience come back, but you must remember that spark. You must remember, is it going to bring me closer or farther away from who I want to be into this chapter of my life, next chapter of my life? Any other clarification with the Page of Cups? So, whoa, Five of Swords flopped out and it was like sideways, but yeah, it's confusing. The Swords is like mental, the mental elements of the spirit, and the Five of Swords with the Page of Cups signifies to me that it's causing mental strain, and it's really causing a test of faith in self. And in this phase of your life, you're going to have to be completely selfish. And by that is, you must carry that spark with a ferocity. You must guard that spark of inspiration, that spark that you feel called to, with tenacity, because you will get, you know, tests to continue to keep you in the cocoon when you are going to be ready to emerge. So if you feel this like sadness, if you feel like because people want you to stay in certain positions, and you know, like it would make you more happy to take a jump to go towards where you feel called to. But when you're a light spirit, when you have a certain desire to do well, to to be well, to contribute well. You know, everywhere you go, the surrounding environment is gonna want to keep you there, you know? And that's the thing that like I've come to realize too, is that everywhere I go, every job I do, like every establishment I'm in, you know, the people want to keep me. And I feel like with you, it's the same. You are expected, there's expectations for you to stay, and not a lot of environments are going to want you to grow and go with what's best for you and your development. So yes, there may be like projections that can make you feel unworthy, make you feel guilty, make you feel like being selfish is bad. But in this time, we need people that are trying to do well, are trying to do good, to do what their heart is calling them to do. Like, not with whoever or whatever is trying to keep you in certain positions. So there's a sense of loss. And if you don't feel the loss, then the environments in which you are leaving or exiting are feeling that loss, and that's okay. You know, loss is a normal, it's just an inevitable part of existence, of life, and you can't stay just to prevent others from not feeling loss. That's not your job. That's not your calling. Ooh. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. That's what's coming in. Energy coming in. Thank you, Spirit. On the other side of these disappointments that other people may feel towards you, or loss that other people may feel towards you, is the long-lasting legacy. It's the only thing I can really think of your choices. The 10 of Pentacles is the ultimate abundance, materially, resources wise. You know, you have to really choose yourself and know that when you do that, that's what's best for you. You know, and I was just thinking about this Kendrick Lamar. I love Kendrick Lamar. Lyric was popping in my head like right before I started this reading, and it's like, look at my life, then look at yours. Get some ambition while you bored. Time will never wait on no man. Society will never hold your hand. So it's like, no one is going to root for your success except you in this world. And everywhere you go, if you're not being valued, and if you're like, if you know you're worth more and everything like that, and you know that you deserve more, you got to honor that and take that, you know, chance on yourself. 10 of Pentacles and the Empress. You got to be freaking kidding me. Like, do I need to say more? Do I need to say more? Don't allow others and environments and guilt and pressure to keep you in your cocoon stagnant. If you feel like you are ready to move, if you feel like you're ready to take action on yourself and take an investment on yourself and be completely selfish, and Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You don't need anyone's permission. Sometimes you gotta just invest in yourself and do something that no one is expecting you to do except yourself. And for no other pleasure of anyone else, to make no one else comfortable, to make no one else feel at ease. Because what I'm feeling is you're a special soul, you're a special spirit, and projections of others that are afraid to invest in their soul and into what they know that they are capable of is to make them feel safer in their choices and to make them feel more okay with the choices they made out of fear. But when you take that chance, when you take that big move, and it's just for yourself, and it doesn't have to make the most sense, but you just know that you can do it, and you know that it feels right, and it just feels like joy, and it feels like stuff that you want to do. Confirmation burp. It will lead you to the ultimate fulfillment, because you can become materially successful in a manner of ways. Like, you can do the stuff, like if you, like, I the thing I can think of is, like, let's say someone that's a creative, person that always has the joy and the drive to create and release like art and stuff, but they are so doubtful in what can happen next, so they just decide to go to school and like become an accountant, and they can make a bunch of money in that manner. And that's true, and for some people that is their path, and that's what works for them for whatever reasons. But the spirit I'm talking to, who you are, you're meant to be unconventional. You're meant to follow the path of creative inspiration, of spark of joy. You're meant to cause disappointment and like in others, like for your choices, for following that path. Like that is the part of your journey. You're meant to be an inspiration. The light just went out. So because you have an abundant soul, you can create and bring resources in from your inner self. So you need to take that leap. Like you're not meant to follow the conventional path, and that does come with its own trials. That comes with its own levels of people being sad, feeling rejected. That comes with not itchy ears might be significant to someone, because that just started happening right now. You're not supposed to do what is expected of you, and that is like your soul's purpose. Okay, let me see if there's any other confirmation from the tarot deck. Oh, Queen of Wands. So creative spirit, taking, like, the wands are all about the fire, the creativity, the action. The wands is taking what's in here and then bringing it forth and expressing. It's an expressive sign, and the queen of it is just completely, like, I feel like the queens are the intuitives, and the queen brings back from the mental state, from the inner knowing, from the deep within, and expresses it in however she's meant to express it. And that's her gift to the world. And it's complete radical trust and embodiment of your desires, and whatever's in there, what you have inside is meant to be shared, meant to be expressed, and you're meant to feel like live a life of creative, expressive fulfillment, and it's meant to leave a long-lasting legacy of material gain, and that's for a reason. You're supposed to be the inspiration for following and listening to your heart. I split the deck. 10 of Cups. This is an amazing, like, this is ridiculously amazing. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, the Empress, Queen of Wands, Psyche. Who, if you, which you will, like, listen and take that chance on yourself and allow others to be disappointed and allow yourself to follow the spark of inspiration. If you do that and you truly allow yourself to engage with what you feel is meant for you, not just because you're good at it, not just because it's convenient for others, not just because, you know, like that's what people expect of you, but because like you feel called to do it, like you feel called to like you keep going back to it, your curiosity keeps going into it. The butterfly in which you become is so abundant and like so dripping with creativity and just so like you're everything. Even when there's hardships, it's for yourself, you know. And it sucks when you have to do and be born, like live things that you don't want to do, because everything in life takes like struggle and strife and hardship, but it sucks when you're not doing it for yourself, but you're doing it for expectations. Get some closing oracle. Hand chakra, Jasper, 57, air. 57. Let's read this. I am Jasper. I am the stone of loyalty and friendship. I offer clearing, healing, and protection from negative or dark forces. I facilitate relaxation, contentment, serenity, and gentle endings through nurturing warmth and compassion. I am the stone of accomplishments, of doing things with your hands and your head. I enhance your abilities to organize and your skills to make your business and your life grow. Be appreciative of Mother Earth, home from which we are born. I am Rubbing Stone. So just know that you are being protected throughout this time. Like, you have forces around you that are wanting and guiding you towards your path. And yes, you will meet tests of other people's wills, of other people's expectation, of other environments that want to hold you in the cocoon that you are in. But it's just like the cocoon is like just like you're right there, you're just like sorting everything out, and it's like filtering it all away before it can burst open and you can emerge as the butterfly. So continue to follow what is meant for you, and allow 23 on the clock. When I said that 23 can be significant, and allow what is meant to fall to the wayside. And then we're going to end it with a mantra card, or a few mantra cards, depending on what pops out. Soul mantra. What mantra can... The secret language of light. What message can this beautiful soul rely on to repeat, to allow them to get through these times? I'm hearing I have nothing to prove to anyone but myself. I follow my heart. I follow my light. I allow my inner light to guide my next step forward. Shuffling. Really shuffling. It's in there. Must be a message in here. There it is. 34. Soulmating. You see that? This is signifying an honoring of your soul, emerging with your soul and expressing it forward. What's in here can be out here. into the 3D. What's inward can become outward. As above, so below. And you're in a spot where you have done what you needed to do to be able to take the steps forward, and anything else other than investing in what you desire is keeping you in the cocoon. And you're not meant to stay there. Is there any other messages, Spirit? Where is that? And there is only light. 30. There's only light. Everything else, irrelevant. You're a light soul. You're a light spirit. Honor it. Bring it forth. I'm excited to see what you do. I love you. I'll see you in the next reading.